Hey guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to have a little fun, and yes, that involves the Porsche. Now, I have not been the biggest fan of her, but I've been driving her around a lot more lately, and I must say, she is warming up to me in a way that I never thought would be possible. But one of the biggest things that I've noticed with this car is the stereo system, which is nice, but definitely outdated. You can definitely see we need to put something in here. And what I need in there is Apple CarPlay, and I want it to be wireless. I do not want to have the cord plugged in every time. So today, we're going to fix that. So before we can do anything, we need to get all the parts that we need for the install. And of course, mine's a 2007 Porsche Cayman. So I had to go out and find what would be needed for that. So the first thing that you have to do is get the wiring harness adapter. And this little thing is not too hard to find, nor is it expensive. You have to get an antenna adapter because Porsche uses a different style than most ones. So we got that. And then in here is the faceplate. So if I take this out, you will see in this bag is a painted faceplate so that it will look like the silver that's around what's in there currently. So this is the silver surround faceplate, which I am hoping is going to make this look like a factory install. It is a nice little piece. Now, just keep in mind, everything that I am showing you here today will be listed in the description below, and all you have to do is click on it, order it, and you will get one yourself. These are the brackets to hold it onto the side. This is, I believe, in case you are using a single DIN instead of a double DIN, you will actually have some storage space, which is kind of cool, but I don't think that we're going to be needing that. So let's just get this stuff out of the way for now. All right, so the meat and the potatoes. This is the Auto, I think I'm saying that right, and it is the F7 that has the wireless Android Play and as well as wireless CarPlay. It's going to do all the things that I want it to do. It's inexpensive. So I actually learned about this model from Watch JR Go and watched his install on a Boxster. And this is amazing how quickly, easily this should all go together. I say that now and I haven't installed it. So we're going to see how quickly that goes, but let's see what's in the box. What's in the box? Okay, some of you will get that if you're old. All right, it's got its wiring adapter. This is for Wi-Fi, instruction manuals. Now, I bought the kit that has the backup camera with it. You can buy this with or without. If you're not going to install the backup camera, I will have a link for that one as well. It comes with plates to adapt it with, a trim surround in here that you can put so that it takes up all the space, makes it look a little nicer. And then here's the actual unit itself. It's amazing what we've done with technology. And back in my day, in fact, I've got one over. So it's amazing with technology. So this is a single DIN that came out of one of my cars. And you can see how long these used to be compared to how long they are now. This used to be the same size and doubled the depth. And that would be a double DIN. So this is amazing. And also, this is a single DIN that weighs 3 times what this does. I don't know if that's always a good thing, but this is going to make such a difference. I want to get it in. Let's start the install. So the very first thing that we have to do is obviously wire all of these up. We have to connect the connector that goes into the back of the Auto into the one that connects to the Porsche. So these are lovely and labeled, and all of them are labeled. So it should make our life pretty easy, except these are for speakers and sound, and these are for power. And I believe that 2 of these are mislabeled on this unit, so we will test and verify that, and I will make sure that you know exactly how this should go together. But to do this, we're going to need some stuff, and of course everything will be in the description below. But as I connect these, I love these little things. So basically, it's a sleeve. It will go on one end like this, and the other end will stick in there like that, and then you heat this up, and there is a little bit of solder in the middle that basically fuses the 2 wires together. These are amazing, they're cheap, they're so much easier than actually soldering, and I love that. Now, when we get to the back and we have to do the install of the backup camera, we will probably be using something like this to tap in. And what it does is fold in half, and then you have this little piece that will then connect to one of these. So that will actually slip over it and plug in, and then you have a nice connector that's watertight but also able to be removed. All of this will be in the description below, so make sure that you take a look at that because these things are worth their weight in gold. Now let's get to the wiring. But the first one, they're all labeled on it. So this says that this is left rear positive. We'll pull that one off. Now we just find the green on here that says, this one says rear left positive, but I'm pretty sure that's the same thing. So we can take those off, put one of these on. Let's see what size we need. I'm not a fan that these are thicker wires than these, but you know what? Life will go on. And we will make this work. I promise. I promise we will make this work. That's going to be way too small for this. So we are going to use the red ones. We stick this in. We stick this one in. We get it so that those are in the middle. And then we put flame to it, which is the best part about this. And just like that, we have one done. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of these and then I'll show you where I am. And right down here, you can see that there is a Torx bit that you have to take out. So we're going to take that out. This will then come off. I've already started to take it off. You can see that it comes off pretty easy and then just has a little snap back there. So let's continue to remove that. All right, so over on the passenger side, you can see that they've got a little different setup. This piece actually just pops right out. So that comes out, and then you can get to the Torx bit over here. Let's go ahead and take that Torx bit off. Man, they put these screws in there. If anybody's wondering, these are T27s, not T30s or T25s. T25s will fit in there and seem to work, but for the most part, okay. So now we can get out of that. Now that we're in here, these inner bolts are T20s. We can take those out. Now, of course, the thing I don't want to do, drop it in that hole. And of course, that's exactly what's going to happen. So just on the outside, they're T27s. On the inside, T20s. Not a big fan of using different sizes for everything, because then what happens? It makes it harder to get this stuff out. Okay. All right, so there is a little trick to removing these, and first you pull it out, and you can see mine is still stuck at the top there. That's because there are two indentation tabs, one that is broke free there and one that's broke free there. There we go. So now we can actually take a look at this, and you can see these are the tabs that you've got to get out. They're right up there. They're a pain, but they're not too bad. But you do have to know that those tabs are in there. Those are the two Torx that we took out. So now let's go to this side and see if we can do the same. There we go. She wants to come out, I can tell. But she is in a little bit. I don't know if that's holding it in. Oh, that didn't sound great, did it? No, not really. Why is this? Maybe, does the glove box have to be down? Just needs a little finagling and it'll come out as well. The glove box being down did help. It's got the 3 as well, so just make sure that you know that. And we've got the sides down. Now we've got to go to the sides, and I believe there are Torx bits holding this actually in. Finally, I'm going to be able to get rid of this. Let's just take this off now because I am tired. Oh, nope, of course that, oh, there we go. I've been tired of that thing on there for a while. I've tried just to rip it off. It's got some good tape on it. So, next step, let's get this faceplate off. And you can see this is where our trim bezel will go right back on and be very, very nice. But we've got to test this out and make sure it's going to work. So let's continue on. All right, guys, there's your first one. And then there is one directly up there, and there's 4. So you've got 2 on the other side as well. We've got to get those out, so let's figure out what size those are. So these are a 5mm Allen key, and as you can see, you just kind of feel, well, as it comes in and out. And that's all you do. You just stick it in and turn it a little bit. At least that's all I can figure out to do with it. So this little 5mm Allen key is worth its weight in gold right here, because as we can tell, we can now pull everything out of here. Okay. Let's get this out of the way, and let's see what we have here. I probably should have went to the other side, because oh, there we go. All right, head unit out. So now we can see these are the 2 things that hook up to that one Metro adapter. This hooks up. I have no idea what this is for. I am hoping that this means that it's...
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
Usable for some, but I think this is an optic. And it might deal with the CD changer in the very front of the car, but if it does, it's no longer going to work, so we're just going to have to live without it. But now that I'll have Apple CarPlay, who cares? All right, guys, so welcome back. I know for you that it has been just mere seconds since we looked at the wiring harness and did all the fun stuff that we need to do. However, everything has changed. Unfortunately, on my car, it is the BOSE stereo system, which you can find out and denote right here on the door. All right, if you have this on your door, you're in for a fun time. I would rather not have the BOSE system in my Porsche at this time, because I have gone through the standard wiring harnesses that you guys have seen, and I finally got it set up in there. So in here, we've got our fiber optics that hooks up to this box, and then this box, and then that box hooks up to your normal wiring harness, and then all of that has to hook up to your stereo, which now all you get are 2 RCA cables that put left and right. So the good thing is, this box works. So if you can tell, it is all off right now. Take the key, just stick it in. That livens the system up. You can see now that we're getting power to those boxes. You can see that my stereo is turning on. All right, now that we've got it on, we can actually see if it'll play some music. I am using CarPlay. Oh, there it goes. All right, well, I'm going to turn this off because I don't want to get copyright infringement. But it at least is working. I can start it back from my phone. Everything is working. I can go to next. Of course, I'd pick one that, you know, takes forever. Let's just go to the next one. There you go. So you can see that it is now working finally. I can shove all of that junk back in there. And all I have to do now is hook up the backup camera, which I'm almost debating not even installing because this has been such a headache. This system is what you would need with the BOSE stereo. At least this is what I have found that works. I've tried just a box. I've tried not using a box. I've tried a few different methods that were what I would consider the inexpensive route. This box system, it comes from Spiral Audio, I believe. And it is $300, and that is more than the head unit. That's more than the outer shell to put everything on. So right now, with everything, I think I'm about $500 into it. Do I think that this is the way to go if you have the BOSE system? I mean, it's still cheaper. It's about half the price of the Porsche one. I just think that the Porsche one would have more functionality. It'd probably fit in there better and you wouldn't have to go through all of this. So let's take a second and look at exactly what we've done so far. So it is Spiral Audio that sent me this. They give a nice little detailed instructions of all the color and all the coatings that you will need, which makes installation very simple for it. I ended up using a lot of these connectors just because I was constantly removing them, taking them in and out and trying to do it. So male and female type connectors worked out really well for this application. Remember, I'll list everything that I've used in the description, so please look there. This is the most expensive part of this kit. It is $300 for this. When you open it up, obviously, it's got the whole wiring harness in there ready to go. It makes it plug and play and super easy. I wish that I had just gone this way from the beginning, but it is one of those learning things that I wanted to figure out. So obviously, if you don't have the BOSE system and you're just doing a standard audio system, this one would work. This is the generic wiring harness that we tried to use and I had to cut off, which is sad. If anyone is looking for one of these, just message me. I'll send it to you for free. I don't need it. So I thought I'd take you through another look behind the scenes here. Now this is the back of the stereo. You can see right now I've got the 2 RCA cables in there. You can put them in here as well. Unfortunately, you only get 2, so choose the channels that you want. This is the rear camera, so that is the RC in. I did go ahead and wire this up. That is to our reverse, so that it will see reverse. And then I tapped in to power this way. Hopefully that will work. I am going to be a little lazy and not install the rear camera right now. It's got the wiring, which I will show you what I did with it. But for right now, I just want to get this thing installed so I can use my car again, because right now it's been off. You can see all of the speaker wires we're not using anymore because we're using the box from Spiral Audio, which gives us the 2 RCAs. Direct plug and play when it comes into the factory harness. This is the adapter for the antenna. We installed the Wi-Fi antenna as well, so that'll go all back there. Everything is working right now. It is amazing. This is going to get routed in there. This is just another USB port so that you can use this, I guess, to power up, or if you didn't have wireless car sync, you could use that as well. So we'll put that, I'll probably put that over on my side, so if I want to hook it up, I can. Back here, I have the wire that goes up to the head unit, and it goes behind everything so that it'll stay out of the way. And then what I did is I just tucked in that wire all the way across here. You can see, maybe not, right down here, there's a little bit of the wire. I just tucked it in, and then I pulled this back, and you will see that you can tuck all of this wire pretty easily and nicely all the way up through there, right through there, all the way down there. Now, right now, all of my rear view camera wiring is just behind this seat with the camera, so I don't forget about it. But I will continue to go up through here. I will come up here, around here, all tucking it in until we get to the back. So that makes it for a very easy install, except when you get to the back, you do have to tie into one of the tail lights, which shouldn't be too big of an issue, but I am not doing that today. At this point, I just want my car back together. I'm getting tired of not being able to drive it. This head unit is going to make such a difference that I think it's going to be worth it, but right now, I wish that I could just and be done. I am super excited to see this completely installed. This surround, which will be in the description, everything will be in the description if you're interested in if you have to do this for a normal system or the BOSE system. It'll all be in the description below, but look how well that fits in there, how much better that looks. And now for the final question. Seeing that everything has been installed, will it still work? Nice thing about Porsche, put the key in. All right, well, that is a good sign. We have power. The next sign we need is some sort of sound. So hopefully that'll work. There we go. It was connecting to my CarPlay. Let's not get anything like that. Let's go back to, so it's got wireless CarPlay, which is amazing. This is so nice to have in there. I can do anything from phone calls to messaging and all of that good stuff. So let's see, I want to go to music. Let's see if that one's playing. Oh, I have it muted. There we go. So everything is now working. Let's go ahead and mute that again. And now I can actually enjoy the car. Whew. Well guys, I will tell you, that was not the install I was expecting. I thought that it was going to be a lot smoother, a lot easier. If you watch the ones that have been done on non-BOSE systems, it's so simple and so easy, and then here I go and try to do something more complicated, as per usual. Anyway, everything is in the description. If you want to do this to your BOSE system, there are a few options. You can go right for $1,200. It's the Porsche system that is plug and play. That might be the easiest way if you're not willing to do a lot of this. However, there is the $300 kit that will allow you to use any headset. It doesn't give you full access to everything, so just be careful on what you want. For me, I just wanted sound out of it, and it does just that. All right, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Hopefully it's helped somebody out. Like, subscribe, share. We'll catch you next time. Just not doing this next time.